time I tell it, I forget some details of it.
It's okay as long as you actually get through the story well.
Why? Yeah.
For real. I'm telling you, like, I've known that for a long time, and I think I've heard two full stories in my entire life.
Like 90% of the people that have already heard it. You know?
I think I've heard like two full stories from you in my entire life, Matt.
You know what people are getting sick of.
You know what? Matt like starts stories and then he gets off on tangents about stuff like this.
They don't want to hear it.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah.
I want to know too.
Yeah. I thank you.
Yeah, I mean, a funny story is a funny story, you know. But
oh, you know what? Maybe you talk to
I
somebody.
do get irritated after a while with someone I want.
Very rich.
If people...
Matt, really. So she gets off the phone, and you're like, who were you talking to?
So she's off the phone, and I was like, so what was that, you know? Are we going to go somewhere soon? We can go somewhere?
No, we're not. I'm eating. Keep talking.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm like, yeah, what was that? You know, she's like, oh, just a friend, don't worry about it. And I was like, all right, whatever. It's none of my business. So I'm like, but I hope she's aware that we're not driving to meet her friend Juan or whatever. And,
Juan.
What?
He has to be Juan.
Okay. Why does he have
to be Juan?
Why not Ryan?
Okay.
Was his name actually Juan?
Maybe he's on a mission, a Spanish-speaking mission.
No, he was a Spanish guy. The name was a Spanish guy. We'll call him Rodrigo. Does that make you feel better?
That's Brazilian.
It can go both ways. As can Jose.
Why can't it be like Joseph, like some English?
Because that's a joke. Yeah, so we'll call him Jose then.
No, English. Okay.
The point was it was a Spanish name. So his name wasn't Bjorn because he wasn't from Sweden. His name wasn't Paul because he wasn't from America. You know? His name wasn't King George because he's not from England. So he had a Hispanic name because he's from a Hispanic country, and Hispanic people name their kids Hispanic names.
My name is Eileen.
I don't know why this is such a controversial topic.
My name is
And you go by Camila, which is Hispanic. And Eileen, you have a mom who's white.
So? But my last name is Spanish.
Who gave you a white girl name? Does anyone else have any questions about their names?
Yeah, what about
your
me?
parents are white and named you Sam.
What about me?
Yeah,
why can we not tell a straight story? Why does it have to be like 20 tangents? Please.
I don't know. I don't know why the guy's name was so controversial.
What about my name? It's Shaniqua. What is that?
I think that also has kind of, you know, some sort of like ethical things to it.
Or ethnic?
Ethnic.
You said ethical.
Or is that ethical? Not ethnical?
Ethical? Okay, anyways.
Is ethical a word?
So you're not...
Okay.
So you're not going to go pick up Juan.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we'll call him Mr. X, if that offends people, that this Spanish-speaking guy has a Spanish name. Because imagine a guy named Juan speaking Spanish. Ridiculous. So anyways, so here we are. So she calls this guy on the phone. In fact, let's not even mention his name ever again. So she just calls this guy on the phone.
And you're like, I'm not going to go pick up Juan.
Yeah, and I was really weird.
X.
She's like, I'll see you in like 5-10 minutes, man. And I was like,
okay, so your friend that set you up primarily because you were Spanish speaking didn't tell her she was going on a date with a Spanish speaking individual.
Well, I don't know because he did it through his sister.
Through his sister's friend.
And the sister didn't go. Because it was just like the sister knew somebody and was like, oh, hey, how about this, you know?
Okay.
So nobody knew exactly what she'd been told. Evidently, they didn't tell her to stay at her house.
And they didn't tell her it would take longer than 5 minutes.
Well, so yeah, very strange. Well, no, so she keeps at it, you know. She like throughout the night. I just need to mention that she would get phone calls from this guy, and then she'd tell him, "Hey, I'll be there in 5-10 minutes, no worries." Throughout the whole night, and then even after she found out that like I spoke Spanish later on, then she'd like wink at me while she was doing it. She's like, "Yeah, I'll see you in 5 minutes." And I was like, "Who is this poor guy?" You know, this guy, like she told him like meet him at her.
He's worse off than you are.
Yeah, except for it wasn't costing him money. So, I kind of would have liked to trade places with him. Wherever he wasn't spending $80. It was sitting around. But he's sitting somewhere waiting for this girl. She just keeps telling him, oh, 5-10 minutes, I'll be there, no worries.
He's talking to her. He's wondering about the poor guy.
He's probably just like, man, some poor sucker out there.
Did you tell him I'm on a date?
No. Okay. No. She just said, oh, I'm on the way, I'll see you in a few minutes. Never once mentioned that was on. Yeah, that's she actually never even mentioned me. Or the date or anything like that. She just kept saying, oh, I'll be there in a few minutes, don't worry. So we drive to the State Fair. That's stop number 1, the grand old State Fair.
That's why you were bitter about the State Fair.
Indeed.
Stop number 2, though, was to pump gas, right?
Huh?
Stop number 1 was to pump gas.
Yeah. So first thing we pumped some gas, then we pick her up. So stop number 2 was at her apartment. Stop number 3 is where she actually was. I was sitting on a park bench or something.
Was your friend with you when you were picking her up?
It was a group thing. So there were 2 carloads. In fact, there was like 3 or 4 carloads actually by the end of it all. It was one of those things where people just kept adding as we went along. It was like, oh, we're all going to meet here, and then like, we're going to meet those people over there, and then we're going to meet a bunch of people over here. You know, kind of one of those deals. Which is like I don't know, for some traveling in a huge pack, you know. But yeah, so like my buddy whose sister it was, he was in the car with me with his date. And they were sitting in the back seat there, and neither of them spoke Spanish, so they were just kind of like, you know, like when she was like all like saying all these silly things, like they didn't know what was going on. But anyway, so onward we went, and we went to the State Fair. What?
No.
What?
Did you know what she was saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went on a Spanish-speaking mission.
You did?
I did.
And this is fresh off the mission.
Fresh off the mission.
That's
So it was before he didn't know, before his grammatical errors.
Okay.
I didn't forget everything. I just talk English because we're in America. That's how we roll. Anyways.
Yeah. So you get to the State Fair.
Yeah, so we get to the State Fair, and of course you got to pay for parking, and I get there, and everyone's like, oh man, I got no money, so I was like, sure, I'll fork out the dough. So I paid for us to park, and then we paid for
The entrance.
admission fee. What are we doing? What the crap is going on?
Don't worry about it.
All right, anyways.
Does anybody else want some cake? Because I can't. I can't eat it all, but I really shouldn't. I'm done.
Go for it. Come on,
Spider
Shaniqua.
miles only go so far. Anyway, so you paid for the parking?
Yeah. And in fact, for a while, I don't remember now because it's been so long, but for a while I had it broken down like dollar by dollar. Because at the end of the night I was like, how did I spend so much money?
Thank you.
I'm done. I promise.
And so we paid the entrance, and I, of course, mind you, the State Fair is expensive, right, brothers and sisters?
The what?
Who's all been to the State Fair?
Never in my
kind
life.
of expensive, right? A little spendy.
Everything costs money.
Yeah, everything costs a ton of money. Yeah, you pay just for the right to wander around on the freaking grass. It's covered with puke anyways. And so we're there, and
Who's that lemonade?
oh gosh, honestly.
Shut up, Matt.
Sounds like you don't want me to finish the story.
No, I.
That's gonna go ahead and shut up right now.
No. Okay, you've got
I'll just close my eyes and keep the story to myself. It's pretty funny. I'm laughing here, guys. Yeah, it's funny stuff. Actually, it's just irritating. But anyways, extending forgiveness to Patrick
memories. Oh, thank
I
you
now
for the
move on.
Everything costs money.
So everything costs a buttload.
Yeah.
Mind you, when you take a date to the State Fair, everything is now double.
Yeah.
So instead of paying like $9 to get in, you're now paying $18. And instead of paying like $5 to get on that freaking ride, it's $10. And so we go and
How much is parking?
parking was like $5, I think. And so onward we go.